everybody, I'm Mackenzie, and this is Mackenzie as well, Mac and Ken's, and we're the co-founders of Delight. Today we wanted to create a video for you that will kind of share with you the vision and the mission and the purpose behind Delight Ministries. This is a great video to use as you're kind of building your team and preparing for Delight at your university, because it'll give you a glimpse of what Delight will look like at your school. So get excited.
Our mission statement at Delight is inviting college women into Christ-centered community that fosters vulnerability and transforms your story. So during this video, we're going to just walk through each aspect of our mission statement and how that can be implemented at your university.
So the first part of our mission statement says inviting college women. And a word that we toss around here at Delight all the time is invitational. Delight is truly a community that invites all people to be a part of it. It's not exclusive to any sorority or campus ministry or friend group or anything on your campus. It truly should be a place where all are welcomed and invited in. So as you're building your team or as you're kind of promoting things on campus, be sure to go ahead and start to implement in the message that you're putting across, that it's a place where everybody is welcome.
Every single semester, you should spend time promoting Delight on your campus. And this isn't about getting the biggest and best Delight chapter, but more about making sure everybody on your campus is invited. There are women in every different group and every place that are just craving this community and would love to be a part of it, but won't know it exists until you reach out to them and you invite them. So constantly be invitational. Make this your mission in Delight as you're starting your chapter.
The average chapter size is between 30 to 40 people, but some chapters have a little less and some have a lot more. It kind of just depends where you fall on the spectrum. But don't make it about numbers, because it doesn't really matter. Just keep inviting and just praise God for whoever shows up and wants to be a part.
The second part of our mission statement is Christ-centered community. So this means that Delight is a place where you really experience the power of Christ through real, authentic friendships. This isn't just a place that you come for an hour once a week and show up and listen to a sermon and walk out. But this is a place where you really get to share your story, where you get to be with each other, where you get to build relationships. Every week in Delight, it should be a place where you meet a new friend, meet new people, and are investing in each other's lives.
So community is formed through your weekly Bible study, but also through outside events like community events and service events and worship nights and Delight dates. These are all things that will take your community that much further and help you to build relationships that are centered on Christ, but are also fun and people that you can really enjoy doing life with. The next part of our mission statement talks about fostering vulnerability. A lot of times in Christian culture, it's really easy to kind of put on an air of perfection and like you have it all together. But Delight is a place that really isn't about that. It's a place where you can be messy and broken and share your story even if it's not perfect. And the coolest part about that is when you share openly and vulnerably and honestly, you're gonna find a ton of other people in the room who are going through the same things that you're going through. So Delight is a place where we really ask that people are vulnerable, that they don't hide behind the mask of perfection or having it all together, but they just show up as authentic and Christians who are just ready to let Jesus mold them and transform them.
One specific way that we help foster vulnerability in your community is through the Delight curriculum. If you didn't know, Delight does have curriculum, and it's made up of stories. It's stories of college women. And it's not really their whole life testimony, but rather one thing that they experienced or went through their time in college that brought them closer to the Lord. And these stories aren't perfect, put together stories, but are really like messy and real, and they bring up topics that you wouldn't normally talk about with your friends. Maybe girls don't have the community to talk about these things with, or maybe they've just hid it in their hearts for so long. And Delight is a safe place where you can come together and the stories just open the door for real conversation, which builds really strong community really quickly.
The last part of our mission statement talks about transforming stories, and this means that it's going to transform your story. It's really cool because I think that Ken's and I are basically testaments to this. We got to spend our 4 years in college doing Delight, leading Delight, being a part of it, and it honestly 100% transformed my life, my walk with the Lord, my friendships, my everything. It is a privilege to get to spend your time in college with other women who are chasing after the heart of God, and to have them point you towards Jesus time and time again. Women who will walk along beside you in the hard times in life. When you don't have it all together and when you're just seeking answers. People that are just there for you and care about you. It's honestly unreal and unbelievable, and we can't wait for you to get to experience what we've got to experience through Delight.
Oftentimes when you come into college, a lot of women are really trying to figure out who they are, what they're going to be a part of, and sometimes they might come into college with a really strong faith, but then get there and just can't plug into Christ-centered community and might start doing things that they never even would have imagined themselves doing. And that just leads them down a really dark path. And so Delight is there to invite those girls right off the bat into this Christ-centered community that will keep them accountable for their faith, that will encourage them further into who they are and who God made them to be, which will change their life forever.
So that's what Delight is all about. Start inviting people, start establishing a Christ-centered community, foster vulnerability, and watch as God starts to transform your story. We're so excited for you. Thanks!